It's September, and here are a few jobs you can be doing in the kitchen garden this month. Now is a good time to tidy up your established strawberry beds. Take off any dead leaves and also take off some of the runners. It's also a good time to keep harvesting beans. You may still have some flowers and some young beans forming. Just keep on picking them until the first frosts. You might have some lovely dahlias on your plot, and at this time of year they are really at their peak. Just keep going over and deadheading them just to encourage more flowers to come. And also, why not just cut a few and take to the house? They're really lovely in a vase and will stay fresh in a vase for quite a few days. Once we start getting much colder weather and the first frosts will cut the foliage down and blacken them, that may be the time when you need to lift them if you live in quite a cold area of the country. It's a good time to check your peppers. These are the sweet peppers here, but you can also, you may also have chili peppers. Just pick off any that you need and when you want them for the kitchen. If they're not turning and the weather starts to turn cold, you can always take them when they're still green, but it is quite nice to let them to ripen up. It's a good time to make some last sowings of salad leaves. Things like mizuna, coriander, landcress, and hardy lettuce. Just sow them into some pots of compost and then place in a greenhouse or conservatory or anywhere that's protected. They do need a little bit of warmth to get them going. We're gradually losing the light, so you won't get them growing to maturity, but you'll be able to get some small pickings of leaves in a month's time. You may start to have a lot of apples ready. There are some of the earlier varieties like Katie or this one, Red Falstaff. If you get a lot of them, why not chop them up and juice them? Some apples are not ready for picking in September. Some of them might need a little bit longer. You'll know by lifting the apple, and if it comes away very easily from the tree, quite often it's ready for harvesting.
Yeah, well, here we are again, Em, at the Sweetcorn patch.
It's done well.
It's there, they've filled out nicely, these cobs. These are the incredible F1 variety.
It's early September.
Early September. We've picked one or two of these, and now we're just sort of looking through them, aren't we, to see if we think they're ripe or not.
Because quite often you'll get the tassels that are brown, but sometimes you can find that they're not quite ready when the tassels are brown.
That's what I found with this one, that the silks have gone brown, but they're still not ripe. But this is looking likely, isn't it?
This is looking good, and one of the ways is to peel it apart and then try it with your finger now. Oh, there you go. So there you go. Milky. It's a milky. A milky liquid,
substance, Look at that, it's all a bit gooey.
Is perfect.
Yeah.
If it's clear, it's like water, then it's not quite ready.
Yeah.
If it's dry, then it's gone too far.
Yeah.
So that's perfect.
So we can probably take that one off.
Just literally snap it
off
down.
Easily. Then
watch out for earwigs, because you do.
They love earwigs.
You see all this little frass in here. This is earwig, isn't it?
Yeah. Always found earwigs in Sweetcorn. And you can see where it hasn't kind of quite pollinated.
Yeah, but that's still a good full cob, isn't it?
Yeah, not bad. Take the little stringy bits off. And there you are.
Get your pan of boiling water before you even pick it.
Get ready now.
Put it straight in.
And if you've got lots to harvest, I usually chop them in half and put them in the freezer, and they're still great later in the winter. So there we are. That's our incredible F1, and then sure there are more that are probably ready to go.
Sometimes you get two on a plant, don't you?
Yeah, mostly you've got two, I think, haven't we? There's two there. So not bad. I did try one of these the other night, and they were sweet, but not overly sweet, because sometimes I find them just too much.
Sweet, yeah.
But nice variety. here I am on the kitchen garden plot, and today we're going to have a blindfolded tomato test. So what we've got is our esteemed editor Steve. He's blindfolded, as you will see shortly, and he's going to taste 4 varieties. We've got Montello, Sun Gold, Rosella and Sweet Baby. We are going to tell him what the varieties are and see if he can determine which is which, but also he's going to say which one he prefers best. And just for a bit of fun, we've thrown in a very hot chili. We're pretty certain he won't eat it, because once he picks it up and feels it, he'll know it's not a tomato. But you know, we do want an element of shock and surprise in this little test. So shortly, Steve will be arriving, fully blindfolded, so let the fun commence. He's just... Is he drunk as well? Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Emma.
Hello.
Welcome to the test. Should we just position you centrally? That's right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can you see anything?
No, I can't see.
That's good. Okay, so what we have here are 4 varieties of tomato.
Do I look silly? No.
You look very silly, yeah.
Okay.
And what we're going to ask you to do is to taste each one. We'll hand them to you, just so that obviously, because otherwise you can't see. You're not peeping, are you?
I'm not peeping.
We've got 4 varieties, and we're going to tell you what the varieties are and see if you can decide which is which is quite difficult because you may not have tasted 1 or 2 of them before. One's called Sweet Baby.
Right.
One's called Rosella.
Okay.
The other one is Sun Gold, which I'm sure you've grown, and Montello, which I think you have grown.
Have grown.
So we're going to hand them in to you each one at a time, and then you need to tell us what you think the variety is, and at the end you need to decide which one you like best. So here we go. Here's the first one. So yeah. You will need to leave space for your mouth. No, we'll put it in your hand. We're that kind.
Okay.
We're that kind. Okay.
You do know I don't like tomatoes, don't you? Sweetish.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Sun Gold.
Okay. Okay. You ready
I
for
get a
it?
swig of wine between each one.
It's later. The way you were walking, I think you've had a swig of wine. Okay, let's try this one.
Ooh. Wait, yeah.
I'm sure you can get it. I'm sure it is, Steve.
I haven't got a tomato. Sweeter, that one.
Okay. All right. And next one, are you ready?
No. I'm getting there.
I haven't got all day. Okay, next. Ready?
Hang on. No. Oh, you're rotten.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Steve. That isn't a tomato. You've obviously rumbled us there.
No.
Okay, well, put that one aside. This generally last one is a tomato.
I should remember this. I won't taste anything now. I'm scarred. Oh, that's good. It's taking the taste away.
But you've got Montello, Sun Gold, Rosella and Sweet Baby. So what about that last one? What do you think that one was?
That could be the Rosella?
Okay. That was the Sun Gold, but I don't think we'll... Yeah, I think it's quite difficult actually to choose.
It was after someone gave me the chili.
Oh, that's probably what did it really, yeah. Do you want to try this one and just to see what this one is? It's one you've tasted already. So remember there's Montello, Sun Gold, Rosella and Sweet Baby. What do you reckon that one could be?
I've got Sweet Baby?
That's right, correct. And then this one.
Montello?
It is, well done. And you know the Sun Gold, and then finally there's your Montello.
Cool.
That's a
I'll
chug.
tell this-
Don't just eat some of it if you don't want it all. So
Yeah,
obviously you like the chili best, but
yeah.
apart from that, would you give a number one to those 4 varieties? One that you particularly like?
I think it's the Sun Gold.
Yeah, hard to beat.
It is,
Hard to beat. What did you think of the Rosella? Did you?
Nice, it was very nice, nowhere near as sweet.
No.
I like the Montello.
You like the Montello, and they really are amazingly productive. If you get one of those, you just get heaps and heaps of tomatoes. Well done, Steve. I think we should all give him a round of applause.
Have I got to keep that on?
Yeah, I'm afraid you've got to keep it on now. Yeah, that's it. Brilliant.
Ooh,
So it looks like Sun Gold has come out on top.
you did it, look at that. You rotten devils.
I was just about, I thought you were going to eat it. I was just about to stop you because I'm thinking, my God.